Our next guest is a force to be reckoned with both on and off the stage. As a comedian, actor, and podcaster, he does it all, and his career is constantly reaching new levels of success. Joining us now is Donnell Rawlings ahead of his upcoming shows at Wiseguys Comedy Club right in Town Square. Good morning, Donnell.
For a second, I thought you was introducing Cat Williams. I didn't want no part of that smoke. I got nervous. I'm like, I don't want to be aired out. I don't want to clap back. I don't want to be exposed. I don't want to question lies. I just want to come to Wiseguys this weekend and have a good time.
Well, listen, we only have a few minutes compared to the 2 hours that Cat has, so we'll make it short and sweet.
And then, wait a minute. This is my impression of Cat Williams' interview. You can't see me anymore. Listen, I just wanted to say, they're all talking about me. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Oh, man. All right. Well, we just got a glimpse a little bit of what the audience can expect. But talk to us about your show this weekend.
Oh, I'm excited about it. I just shot a Netflix special like a couple of months ago that probably more than likely will be airing in February. So right now, it's just I'm in a place where, you know, one of the most difficult spots for a comic is to start over with new material, trying to stay relevant, trying to stay creative. But this is the stage where I think you see a comic at its best when he's trying to get connected to something new. I've been to Vegas. I was just recently in Vegas with Dave, maybe like 6 or 7 months ago. We tore the house down. People got to see me do stand-up for 15 or 20 minutes. But I always tell people, if you're not familiar with me and you were introduced to me through my acting, being on BMF, being on The Wire, being on The Corner, and being on Chappelle's Show, even to include being a voice in Pixar's film Soul, if that was your connection with me, if you come see me do live comedy, I guarantee you will be a lifetime fan forever and ever and ever.
I love it. Now, you touched a little bit on the Netflix special, and it is produced by Dave Chappelle, so I know you can't give away too much, but what can you tell us?
I could tell you, well, it won't be daytime comedy. You know, it probably wouldn't be anything fitting for your broadcast this morning. I will say it's going back to old school where I think that comedians should have the right to express themselves. I don't think you should go over the line, but if that's what you do, you do. But people need to respect comedy for what it was. You know, my good friend Dave Chappelle told me once, as a comedian, it's our job to make fun of things that are troubling the world. So if you're a person that's like easily offended or whatever, I wouldn't suggest you come to my show. I poke fun at everybody. Nothing is with ill intent, no malice. It's just about having a good time. There's a phrase that I live by. If someone asked me, Donnell, do you think a joke could be too soon? And I said, some cases a joke could be too soon, but it never could be too soon for a funny observation. So when you come to a Donnell Rawlings show, you're going to get observational comedy. You're going to get comedy that's kind of self-deprecating to who I am. But you're going to get some stuff that you can connect with and have a good time. And I think that more important than anything, come out to have a good time. I think cancel culture, we've been given a voice to a minority of people that may be not excited about comedy or feel some discomfort. But now we have to put comedy back into the hands of the people that mean the most, and that's the fans that want to come out and have a good time.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Now, you also have a successful podcast, the Donnell Rawlings Show. What do you love about doing the podcast?
I don't have to answer to anybody. It's Donnell, unfiltered, unedited. You know what I'm saying? I'm in control of it. I'm the producer, and I'm not connected to any sponsors or anything. So you're gonna get like honest observations, and it's another outlet for me to be funny. You know, I used to do morning radio. I miss doing that because I'm a guy that's always thinking some funny things to talk about. And when I used to have that outlet early in the morning, that made me feel good. And now I just put that same energy into my podcast.
Now, outside of comedy, another big part of your life is being a father. You call it that you're an old new dad.
I'm an old new dad, but I you know, this acronym may not set well with a lot of people, but I'm a DILF. And my definition of DILF is dedicated, involved, loving father. I'm trying to flip the narrative of what people think DILF used to be. I mean, if that's your thing, if that's your thing, that's your thing. But I love being a dad. It happened for me later in life. All my friends' kids are older than my son. I realized that planning my son's first birthday party, I called one of my buddies. I said, you think your son can come to my son's first birthday party? He said, if he can get off work, maybe. So that's kind of, you know, some of the things I talk about. I talk about being a co-parent in my show. I talk about some of toxic relationships, what I'm pretty sure so many people have been involved with, if not currently in that situation. And I talk about some like things that happen in life. It's a good time. And I'm telling you, if anybody, one of the biggest compliments I've had over the last 10 years is when you do these comedy clubs, you come to the same spot year after year. Well, one of the best comments I had was, Donnell, I've seen you 10 years in a row, and every time you come, you're doing new material, it's fresh, it's relevant, and you can really tell that you always practice on being better at your craft. And that's what you're going to get when you come to my show.
Well, Donnell, we're really excited to see you this weekend. So thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Can I say one more thing before I go?
Okay, go ahead.
I'm rich. I won't say the end. I know your producers are like, cut him off, cut him off, cut him off. Don't let him say it. But if you're a fan of the show, you know that's an iconic catchphrase at the end of every episode of Chappelle Show. So come out here to hear some of my stories and just have a good time.
Yes, for tickets to Donnell's show and to learn more about him, head to wiseguyscomedy.com and find him on social media at Donnell Rawlings.